You're very Harley Quinn-esque today. Speaking of DC villains, Harley Quinn has been moved by your character being involved in DC.
Yeah.
Is there added pressure for bringing in a new character into a world for something that's already been established the past 80 years? Or is it just a blank slate and it allows you to be as creative as possible?
I think this show Pennyworth is very, very well written, and it's character based, and I feel almost like I have less pressure on me because she's a new character, because I can almost own her. There's no preconceived ideas, and for me, coming from the perspective of being a female villain in 2019, I had my own agenda about how I wanted to portray a villain that's a female. I have always had issues with the idea that often the most kind of I think a lot of fear for female villains in previous history has been based on sexual power, and I think that women have a lot more going for them than sexuality, and I really wanted to explore the ideas of this character being complex and human and relatable as well, because I think the first image we see is kind of funny almost. Like, first image of the whole series is Bette Sykes torturing a guy who's much bigger than her, and he's terrified. And I think that's almost a bit of, for me, that's kind of an in-joke. Like, it's very shallow, and as the series progresses, you realise that actually, no, this woman's, people are scared of her for a good reason. She has a reputation, she's very powerful, she's very intelligent, manipulative, and also it's very difficult to differentiate in our show between who's a hero and who's a villain, because everyone has a go at being both. So there's moments when she's like your favourite and you think, oh, I love her, and then there's moments where you see Alfred Pennyworth and you think, you idiot, you know, like, so, and I think that's what makes it a great show. I think, you know, outside of the comic book universe, it deals with sort of really important themes about being a human being, and lots of sort of echoes of the current situation in politics in Western world. There's a lot of parallels. There's kind of the off sort of set of this world of London is a bit of an internal civil war going on between far right and far left, and everyone believes their cause to be the just cause, and they can't find an agreement. And I think we could all agree that that's what's happening in, definitely, I know, in America and Britain at the moment.
The producers were talking about how they had this sort of model of an idea of like strong northern women. So I was curious if there was anything uniquely cultural about that aspect that you had in mind when developing how you portrayed the character.
Well, my experience of the North was I lived there for 3 years, so I'm actually the only real Cockney in the show, but I'm also the only one who's not playing a Cockney. So I'm actually from East London, where the show's based, and of course I'm the one who has to go and like learn a new accent. So I did live in the north of England for 3 years, and I think, you know, this show's going to show American people a little bit about British culture, like how you, in the same way you had state by state differences, we have a very sort of strong difference between north and south, and I think that there's a much more community attitude in the north of England, so the fact she's got a sister is really important, because they have real ingrained ideas about family and about almost also community mucking in together and like helping things, whereas in the south we're a bit more singular and like we don't talk to our neighbours and stuff like that. I always say I'm an honorary northerner because I always talk to my neighbours. Thanks. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you guys.